Hello, hello everyone. We are live, so I'm just fixing this like little setup that I have. Okay. I like the live streams to be more like up close. Alright, hello everyone. How's everyone doing? It's so good to see you guys. Happy Monday. Oh my gosh, we're in this, I guess it's really intense, like lunar eclipse season. My gosh, like full moon in Scorpio. There's a lot going on, apparently. I'm updating the description box for you guys, so give me a moment. Okay, the description box is updated, so if you guys wanted to book a personal reading, you can. I also offer private readings, which will be delivered to your email instead of it being a live stream. I just opened those up. Those are like more extensive if you're looking for something where we're like really in it for like an hour type session. So that would be more your style. But hello everyone, thank you so much, Em. Hello, Douglas, and Revenge, and Shin, and Lakaya. Okay, I don't know why this. It also could be, I'm like trying to talk over this Zen music I'm playing. Alright, you guys, hello everyone joining the live, everyone tuning in. These are personal readings I do on my live stream. If you guys are new here, if you want to book a personal reading, that information's in the description box below. If you guys hear a buzzing sound, I apologize in advance. I think it might be my phone. I'll have to take it in when I have a spare moment, but I try to put on some like relaxing Zen music in the background and I'll try to talk over it. But if you guys were interested in a personal reading, I have 5 spots left for tonight, you guys. 5 spots left. I have 1 pre-booking so far. I'm debating whether or not I should pull a couple cards for this full moon in Scorpio. We're in a lunar eclipse. Eclipse season is always so intense. And I don't really feel like intense. I just feel really drained. And then I think I have like logical reasons why I'm drained. Like I've just been doing too much. But, you know, this energy is said to linger 4 days after the fact. So for the next coming week, which is kind of juicy. And then my birthday is this weekend, so I'm really excited. All right. I did want to say up front, thank you so much, Anel, for this deck. It's amazing. I've been wanting this deck for a while. The True Heart Intuitive Tarot. I just like love the diversity. Like women of color. Everyone has like a different ethnic background. Everyone's pretty exotic in the deck. I just really love the representations in here. I've been wanting this deck for a while. That was off my Amazon wish list. So thank you everyone who's been kind of gifting me decks for my birthday. I really appreciate it. So I want to pull, I think I want to pull some self-care oracle and a moonology oracle, and this will just kind of go over eclipse season. We'll talk about the collective energies. This is for everyone tuning in right now, and we'll just kind of figure out what's going on with this full moon in Scorpio. So this is I don't really advertise what decks I'm using ever. I'm just not an influencer. This is Shine from the Inside Oracle cards. Really, really like this one. I have quite a few self-care themed decks. I feel like if I ever created an Oracle deck, it would be self-care. Self-care. But this one's one of my favorites. So we'll pull this as advice for you, for the collective, everyone tuning into the live, because I really feel like during eclipse season, a full moon especially, putting yourself first and prioritizing yourself and your needs, caring for yourself is very important. But first, let's pull from the new Moonology deck and figure out what messages does Spirit have for you during this eclipse season, during this full moon in Scorpio. What messages are for everyone tuning in right now? What messages for this lunar eclipse, full moon in Scorpio? Ooh, we have full moon in Virgo. Take inspired action. So shout out to my Virgos out there. Kaya, I got you. You are number 2. If you guys want to book, you can while I'm doing this little collective reading. All that information's in the description box below. More Virgo. Okay, so shout out to my Virgos tuning into the live. We have first quarter moon in Virgo. Assess the situation. What full moon in Scorpio lunar eclipse messages does Spirit have for the collective, for everyone tuning into the live? Keep your heart open. First quarter moon in Libra. Let's get one more message from Spirit. This is for the lunar eclipse, this full moon in Scorpio. Okay, for me, I'm really getting vibes that some of you guys are here because you have a question about a relationship or a connection with someone that you're interested in. Some of you are fully involved with them or in love with them. Okay, so I feel like so far, just from what I can pull, the message kind of going on with this full moon in Scorpio lunar eclipse, I really feel like for some of you who have been crushing on someone or have been in a situation where it's a bit complicated, the energy right now is calling for you to kind of like reveal your feelings and take action, or somehow like assess the situation and plot and scheme and take action in whatever way that you can, whether it's just sort of putting your heart out on the table. But it's all about like leaving your heart open and, you know, not moving towards the present and future with this person and this connection the way that you would have in the past. So what are we going to leave in the past, and what lessons are we going to learn with this full moon in Scorpio, this lunar eclipse, is to leave fear in the past. And in the past, you know, I feel like personally, I let fear drive a lot of my decisions or not drive my decisions. So if you've been wanting to express yourself to somebody or to a boss or start a business or whatever it is, and the thing that is really stopping you is fear, leave that in the past. This could also represent that the thing that is stopping you is something directly from the past. Full moons have a tendency to bring up exes. I know we're in a Mercury retrograde as well, so this might be about a connection in the past for you guys. But I feel like for a lot of you, just really let go of your grip of control in the situation. Keep your heart open to receiving, like get in a very attracting energy. You know, go into that introverted Virgo energy, assess the situation, hermit vibes. But then know when it's a time and a place to take inspired action. You know, Virgo reminds me of the hermit, and then the hermit is all about going inward to assess the situation, but to receive you know, information about the situation so that you can plot and do your next move. And again, this could be about a connection for some of you that I'm getting, or it can also represent some sort of project or job or something that you've been wanting to move forward on. Okay, so what is some advice, some self-care advice for everyone tuning in? What is some self-care advice for everyone tuning in? We have stay away from drama today. I don't think I've ever seen this card, and that is so funny to me. You guys, full moon in Scorpio coming for your next. Stay away from drama today. Not the time, not the place. We're in a Mercury retrograde, lunar eclipse season, full moon in the spicy Scorpio. So stay away from drama today. Turn lemons into lessons. So for the things that seemingly are sour, for the things that don't really bite, you know, leave that in the past, and maybe that's where it says assess the situation, take inspired action, turn some of the negative things that have happened into inspired action, into positives. What else? What other advice do we have for everyone? We have stop judging and start loving. Oh, I'm just going to leave that one there. I'm not even going to comment on it, because I feel like, you know, we all have a tendency to judge other people, and I think that it doesn't always necessarily have to come from a bad place or bad intention. It's just we live in that kind of like, I feel like that's just the current vibe. Like we look at people's pictures on social media, like we like our initial vibe is to judge it. Do we like that makeup look? Do we like their voice? Do we like their hair? Like do we like their outfit? Like I feel like we have created a very judgmental society. Just not even like almost like obliviously, like not even maybe on purpose, but it's just kind of happened that way. And then we take that to the street. I feel like we take that kind of energy out and about. I know I definitely, you know, have been feeling that vibe lately, and it's interesting. It's weird because no one wants to be judged and everyone wants to be loved. But I feel like the real change starts with just ourselves and, you know, one person at a time. And we can only hope that more people will be more loving. So we have removed the limiting labels you're wearing. So along with sort of what I was saying about not judging and starting to love, you know, I feel like we put labels on people, we put people into a category. You know, I kind of just said that, like, we are judging people, like, oh, do we like their makeup? Are they good at makeup? Are they good at hair? Like, and we put them into those boxes, like, oh, that's a makeup person, or oh, that's an Instagram model, or oh, that's a mom, or, you know, whatever it is. Or maybe there's some negative boxes we put people into. And I don't really think it's fair because, you know, the more we do that to other people, even if it's unconscious, even if it's without bad intention, we do it to ourselves as well. You know I'm a new mom, so like going on 3 months postpartum, it's just insane how much my body has transformed, and it's also insane how much it's changed. There's a lot of things that are not quite up to my liking or to my standard, and so I put myself in a box. I put a lot of labels on myself, and you know, it's not necessary. It's not necessary for anyone's happiness. I think we all put a lot of pressure on ourselves individually, and then to then put pressure on other people or have other people put pressure on us on top of it. It's just a lot, you know? So I think stop judging, start loving. Stop judging yourself, start loving yourself. Remove the limiting labels you are wearing. Turn lemons into lessons, and then definitely stay away from drama today and tomorrow and the next day, because the lunar eclipse energy is going to linger around for the next week. Alright, you guys, so that is the message I have for you for the full moon in Scorpio. I'm going to get into the personal readings for tonight. If you guys wanted to book, you can. All the information's in the description box below. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I have 4 spots left for tonight's live. 4 spots left. If you don't see a package that you like, if you want something more private or more extensive, I offer personal readings. I just opened them up, and you can shoot me an email and I'll send you a completely different menu, which will have more options. So we'll get into that. but I'm going to start with a live. We're going to start with Trina. Hello, Trina. All right, so I am ready for the tea. I feel like Trina really brings the tea. Okay, so hold on. I feel like I gotta put my hair up for you. Before I get into your reading, I feel like I gotta put my hair back. All right, gotta get all like ready and situated. So you got an 18 plus and channeled messages. All right, so. Okay, no, do not say sorry for spamming me, especially if you were drunk. I love that shit. Okay, but basically, Bradford told you that he thinks you're more fun than responsible, and it triggered you because Nico said the same thing, that I'm not driven, and then Bradford said that Hunter wants to make things official between them, but he's trying to avoid the month of May because all of his past relationships started in May. That's so weird. But yeah, he wanted to give me him advice as a friend. But yeah, he want me to give him advice as a friend, Trina. So I pushed my feelings aside and I talked to him as a friend. So how's he feeling about me after our talk? And how is he feeling about Hunter? Interesting. So I really got the vibe that he was going to end things with her, that he wasn't really interested in the pressure. I love that. It's okay. You're good, girl. Okay, so Bradford. He's so chaotic, I swear. Alright, so how is Bradford feeling about Trina after their talk? We have the 9 of Cups to start. We have Strength. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Empress in reverse. How is Bradford feeling about Hunter? We have the 5 of Cups in reverse. We have the 5 of Wands. What a weirdo. How is he gonna like talk like that with someone I feel like he met like 3 weeks ago? And like, okay, hold on. Sorry, I'm getting heated. We have the Hanged Woman. That's not even what he wants. Why is he lying? I mean, he does want that, but like not with her. Okay. I honestly feel like a big part of this guy is like really trying to gaslight you, and like not in the most obvious sense. Like it's not like gaslighting in the obvious sense. I don't know how else to put it. It's more just like, it's like he's trying to stir up a reaction with you. Like it's like he likes having the power. He likes, you know, and I feel like you guys, this is so twin flame of you guys, but I feel like you shift power. You shift power roles. Like sometimes you have the power and he doesn't know what you're thinking and feeling. And that was, I feel like last time we talked. And then now he feels like he has the power. And it's like such a weird thing because he feels very gratified when he has it, and that he knows like how you feel about him, and he's almost trying to toy with your like emotions, honestly. And it's interesting because I do think he truly, I don't know about settling down. That's the part that I'm just like, okay, you're totally lying, Bradford. I know he wants eventually to settle down and start a family, but he's acting like he wants that right now, and that's bullshit, especially with this girl. And the thing is, he could imagine it with you, and we've gotten that in other spreads in the future, but again, not even right now. Okay, so aside from that, how is he kind of feeling and thinking about you? Yes, Gabriel, we do have a spot left. After your talk, I mean, he felt really good. He's been feeling really good about the whole connection, about your guys's, where you guys stand. He felt like you gave him really good advice, and was really happy with, the talk, was happy with you, was happy with, probably how he felt like you passed the power to him. He feels just very gratified is the energy. I feel like you really built him up, and you made him feel really confident as well. And you gave him this like strength that his like libido needed, and it's just, he's really in his ego. I mean, I definitely see him working with more of the lower chakras. He's not really like opening his third eye to the connection. He's not really being intuitive. He's just being very like, like a man, but I guess on a more animalistic sense. I just see him really working with the ego, working with instinct here. So like, you built him up, you built up his ego, you made him feel really confident, you made him feel really attractive, like, oh, he's thinking, oh, well, she's giving me good advice about this girl, and then I know she likes me, so I have all these girls on me. And that's kind of like how he viewed the situation. He really thought you were looking really good as well, like, when you saw him. I'm not gonna make reversals. I really feel like when you guys talked with that Queen of Wands, he really, like, saw you as someone that he, like, wanted to fuck in that moment. Like, you guys were having a talk, and he kind of was, like, fantasizing about, like, other things he should have been doing to you instead of just like getting advice from you. But he didn't have like the gusto to like actually make it happen. In his head, he did. Like in those movies where it's like they do something or say something or they kill the person, but it's just like a vision and it's not really like what they do, and then it pans back to the actual moment and like nothing happened. It was like kind of like that. Like, I feel like he was talking to you, having a conversation with you, and he was like thinking about like you giving him head and like being bent over, and always felt like you were such a smart, giving person, someone who is just really feminine by nature, who is just really nurturing and sweet. I feel like he's always felt really comfortable being around you. I got you, Catherine. I have 3 spots left for tonight, you guys. And I feel like with the 5 of Cups and how he's feeling about Hunter is actually like, and that's why I call him a liar. And it's such a tricky game to play, because I just feel like I don't want to call someone that. But with the 5 of Cups, like, okay, let's just compare. I used this row for her and this row for you. I didn't use these as clarifiers for each other. I just separately, separate questions. This is you, 9 of Cups, after he has a talk with you, after he hangs out with you, right? And then this is her, like, how's he feeling about her? And then we have the 5 of Cups. Like, look at that contrast. I mean, she doesn't necessarily make him happy. I just feel like he's totally bluffing, totally lying. I would be super surprised if he carried it out. And if he really did carry it out and get into a relationship with her, then he is totally lying to himself, which is, like, so delusional. But I don't know if it will go there. Because we have the 5 of Cups, we have the 5 of Wands. I mean, she doesn't make him feel confident and secure the way that you do. She actually makes him feel really insecure and inferior because she's bossing him around a lot. There is a lot of drama with the 5 of Wands, and that drama then makes him really sad. We have the hang woman. We have that clarifying, but it's not clarifying, but in comparison to the Queen of Wands, which is what you're being represented as, and what she's being represented as is stagnation, is something that's not moving forward, or maybe it's her feeling like the connection's not moving forward because you mentioned that she wants an official commitment. He doesn't want to give it to her in the month of May for whatever superstitious reason, and he's like waiting it out, which seems like a lie. And then we have the moon. in comparison, again, not clarifying, but in comparison to the Empress, which is what you're being represented by, we have the Moon, and that's seeing her as someone who is not, that transparent, who's a little confusing, who's emotional, who, is kind of all over the fucking place, apparently, with the Five of Cups and the Five of Wands. I'm just really getting, like, energy that there's just a lot of ups and downs, I think. Yeah, I mean, possibly. I feel like she kind of makes him sad. And it could be that, he is attracted to her. He is trying to impress her. But she's just not, like, paying attention to him. And, like, when she does pay attention to him, she's not really building him up. And there is a chance that she could be seeing other people, and that could be confusing him, but I don't think he knows she's seeing other people, but there's just a chance that she could be. But he just does see her as confusing. He does see this connection with her as something that's not very, like, clear. Okay. Yeah, so maybe he has some people-pleasing sort of energy to him, which is really interesting because I feel like he uses that towards you, like he knows that you're trying to, like, give good advice. I mean, she might be talking to, like, more than one other guy, but yeah, I mean, they're not official. I think he's being a little too easygoing, but I think just in comparison, even if he really does dig her and he's attracted to her, I'm just not getting that her in as good of a light as I'm getting you. And if there's two people standing side by side and there's a list of pros and cons, it seems like you have a lot of pros on your list and she has a lot of cons on hers. To him. I'm not comparing you two ladies to each other. I don't think you should compare yourself to her. But I just think in how he's feeling about you currently versus how he's feeling about her currently. It just seems like he's very satisfied with where you guys are right now. And it might be on a platonic level. But there is more to it because we didn't just get, like, platonic cards. We got, the Queen of Wands, we got the Empress. Like, he's seeing you as someone who naturally is really sexy and beautiful, and in his head fantasizes about fucking and being with, and then sees you as, like, a person that, like, he leaves the conversation or he leaves hanging out with you feeling good about himself, feeling like a better person, feeling confident. Alright? So I feel like he's trying to keep an open mind about her or about the situation, but I almost feel like he's kind of, like, lying to himself because I'm, like, not gonna lie, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't say this online, maybe I should, like, just DM you. But I'm just not getting good, like, I'm not getting settling down vibes from this chick. Like, I don't see it. Like, I don't see her wanting the same things as him. I actually see a lot of just saying what he wants to hear type of things. So we have separation. Okay, religious factors, forgiving and learning. Really interesting oracle coming out. It could be that you guys might be headed into a separation soon if they get into a connection, or it could be that there could be a separation with him and her, which I felt like was more likely, especially from the last live that we did and, what I was picking up on. And just the cards even now, I'm like, this doesn't look like it's headed in a good direction. They might be really different people that are trying to, like, make it work or find some sort of similarities about each other. Forgiving and learning. Okay. Yeah, we have paper. So I just feel like both of you individually and like he's thinking on her in a kind of a vibe of like he's trying to observe the situation, and then you're kind of thinking on him, and you're trying to observe the situation. So it's such a, like, you guys are really mirroring each other's similar, like, attitudes and energies, but maybe in different ways. It's such a twin flame thing to do. But yeah, I definitely think he's super attracted to you, more than he is, well, we're not going to do that, but he is very attracted to you, and I feel like he really loves your booty, especially, is something I'm really getting. But I want to know what he wants to say to you, so we're going to do some channeled messages and figure out what he would say to you. So what would he say to you? What would Bradford say to Trina? Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords, Ten of Cups in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse, the Knave of Pentacles in reverse, the Knave of Wands in the upright. What would he say to Trina? There's so much energy. Sheba. Hi, baby. Okay, so I feel like I need to pull like 3 more cards. What would he say to you? What would he say to you? I honestly wish you guys would get along. It kind of sucks that you, I mean, I know she doesn't like you, but it just kind of like sucks because, you know, like I've been saying, you really are my best friend, and I don't know, if I was to get into a relationship with her, I wouldn't want to like be cut off from you. I wouldn't want to not speak to you ever again. That would be really shitty, and that's something that I don't want. I really care for you, and I really feel like I make you upset sometimes with my choices and decisions, and it's not that I don't recognize how caring and loving you are. It's just that I don't know. Maybe I'm not being very honest with you. Maybe I'm not being very honest with myself about the connection. Really, this whole thing with Hunter is just like a fling. I mean, it's not that serious, and I can't really get her attention all the time, and I don't really know what this is going to lead to. I'm just hoping for the best. I'm hoping it leads to something good. I felt good, like, when you talked to me about her, and, like, when we had that conversation, it made me feel confident about the situation between me and her, but walking away from the conversation, you know, and then dealing with her is not something that has made me feel good. It's different, like, in real time. I feel like she's really just a difficult person to deal with, and it makes me realize also that, like, the conversation I have with you, it's a good conversation, you know, like, you make me feel good, and it's like I'm talking to one girl, which is you, that makes me feel good, and we're talking about another girl that I'm dating who doesn't make me feel good, and it's a weird thing to realize. But I don't know. I want to make it work with her, but I don't really know if it's going to. And she says, like, that she wants stability and commitment and, like, loyalty in these things, but I'm not really getting, like, the effort on her part. And I feel like, you know, she's seeing other people, and I know that she's allowed to because I'm single. We're single, but I do have a bad feeling about it. And I was really hoping that you would have maybe just said, like, up front to me, to get away from the situation, to run. And I think you were trying to be nice. I think you were trying to be mature, and I appreciate that. But maybe I also secretly wanted to talk to you because I just wanted you to like flat out tell me that this is stupid and that you don't think it's going to work between us, me and her. But maybe it's best that you didn't say all that, because we'd probably be having a different conversation, probably be talking about our connection and where we could go in the future, and then it just becomes really messy. Then it just becomes a situation where I don't know where to put my time and effort, and I don't know who to build with, and where to go, and everything is just really going nowhere, and it's very stagnated, and then all of a sudden I'm hurting people. But I felt like you looked really good that night that we talked, and I'm glad that we're talking again. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like we're moving in a new direction. As far as the situation goes, I guess I'll let you know what happens, but I really don't know what's going on with her. So I just know it's an interesting situation, and I'm sort of intrigued, but I guess we'll talk soon. Alright, so that was your channeled messages from Bradford. Oh my gosh. I really feel like he's gonna update you about the situation, but like on a friend level, I feel like he's gonna be like, okay, listen, like he's gonna like let you in on everything, like all the tea. Alright, love. Trina, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining the live. Once again, I appreciate you. Have fun with your shopping and send me pictures of your outfit, because I love that. And I'm gonna like live vicariously through you. Alright, I'm gonna move on to the next person, which is Kaya. Hello, Kaya. You got a general love reading. Let me know what your question is. After Kaya, we have Catherine, and then I have 3 spots left for tonight, you guys. 3 spots left, so if you wanted to book, you can. All that information's down below. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'm going to give this deck a good shuffle, Kaya, while you let me know what your question is, because it's a new deck. Has not been shuffled yet. So slippery. Okay, girl, I got you. Well, Spirit's got you. So, you just want to know what Spirit has for you in regards to love. Any messages coming up for Kaya in regards to love? Any messages for Kaya in regards to love? Ooh, okay. We're going to start off with the 2 of Cups. So you could be dating someone already, or you could be meeting someone soon. This is a very new love card. So if you haven't met this person yet, then you will. You could be very soon. We have the 2 of Cups. This is about the start of something new. This is about fresh chemistry and compatibility. This is about a date. This is about someone taking you out on a date, particularly involving, you know, some drinks. But it does revolve around the potential for love and for falling in love. Any other love messages for Kaya? We have the 5 of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Wands, the Fool, We have the Lovers. Love messages for Kaya. Love messages for... Oh my god, that's so trippy. Okay, so I saw the moon in reverse pop out, and I was like, okay, whatever. And so I put it back in, because I wasn't really, like, ready for it. And it popped out again, specifically in reverse. So, you know it was meant for you. And, yeah, I really, okay. When it came out the first time and I put it back in, I was like, why did I put it back in? I really felt that. I really felt like the moon in reverse should be here. But now I'm just going on a side rant. Okay, Gabriel, I got you. You are number 4. We have 2 spots left for tonight, you guys. 2 spots left. Any other messages for Kaya in regards to her love life? Can we clarify the King of Wands? Whoa, these cards are slithering. Okay, we have the High Priestess. Bottom of the deck energy, the Prince of Swords. Okay. Yeah, you definitely could be dating someone right now, or you are about to be dating someone. I don't know, this could be a dating app type of situation, or it could happen pretty quickly, because we're getting it as your first initial card. And this is all about the start of something new, High School Musical version. This is like, this is something fresh. This is something where there's a lot of chemistry, a lot of compatibility. This is going on a date. This is hitting it off. And then right after we have the 5 of Swords in reverse. So if you have been stressing out about your love life in particular, with the moon in reverse, if you have been feeling like it hasn't been very clear, or it's been very, you know, I'm getting like intense feelings, like I'm getting stress. So I'm not getting like, oh, it's just been, nothing's happened. I'm not getting that kind of energy. I'm getting that like shit's gone down, but not like particularly what you wanted. And maybe you got out of a situation that was really confusing to you, or the person was not honest with you, or something about the situation in general wasn't, you know, revealing itself to you. This could also represent that you just felt like your love life in general was just confusing. Like, where are all the good men at? Like, what's going on, Spirit? Like, lead me in the right direction. It could have just been like, I don't know what the fuck's going on in my love life, and that could have been the attitude. But I definitely see that shifting for you. We have the Queen of Wands, so you're definitely attractive and an attracting energy, and you're not like taking shit from anybody. I mean, I really like the Queen of Wands energy with the High Priestess clarifying, because it's about someone who is not only aesthetically gorgeous and attractive and sexy, but it's someone who's spicy, is someone who is confident, is someone who has boundaries, it's someone who has the tenacity to be like, okay, bye, and like shut someone down, like, you know your worth kind of thing. And therefore the Queen of Wands is someone who's represented as someone who's really glowing. She's really in her, like, her energy right now. And I feel like that energy is going to make major shifts in your life for you. It's going to attract new opportunities. I feel like you're ready for a new start with the Fool. You're ready to go down a new path. You've been there, you've done that. Maybe you want to switch it up. Maybe you want to try a different technique when it comes to dating, or maybe just a whole different type of man. Maybe you're like, okay, well, I know what I don't want, and you're making lists and checking it twice for what you do want. But we have the Lovers here, and we clarify that with the 2 of Cups. So like I said, if no one is in your life currently that is new, we're not talking exes, because that's what this energy is, that is new, they will be coming really soon. And then we have the Lovers clarifying. So this is someone, yeah, you're definitely going to hit it off. You're definitely going to be compatible. There's going to be chemistry. There's going to be a lot that you have in common. It's going to feel natural. It's going to feel like you guys are best friends. Like, you just get each other. And the Lovers can quickly, you know, turn into a relationship. It's more of one of those fast moving kind of connections where it's like you meet each other and like boom, you're like inseparable. So all that energy of being confused, of being with someone who maybe wasn't super transparent, who wasn't honest with you, who you felt like you had to walk on eggshells around, that's no longer a thing. That's no longer going to be what you're dealing with. That's in the past. Now we have the High Priestess. You walked away though from this ex relationship. Now with wisdom and knowledge, like I said, you have a list of things that you don't want, and although it sucked, and you know the situation was what it was, you grew as a person, and I feel like intuitively, you can learn to trust yourself now. There's a message coming through for you about trusting your intuition, and maybe with this person there was many times where your intuition was going off, red flags were going off, but they gaslit you, or they made you not believe in yourself. Now that you've gotten away from the situation, I feel like you were right about a lot of things, and so now you can really trust yourself. Now you can really trust your intuition and let that guide you, you know, moving forward in your love life. Six of Swords in reverse. No longer running away from things that don't serve you, because you just won't be in situations that don't serve you. You're just not gonna, you're just going down a new path completely with the Fool. We have the Prince of Swords. So yeah, social media, dating app, something online, Instagram, something online is, I feel like, how you're gonna meet this person. It could even represent like a bar, a club, like, because it's a very fast way of meeting someone, very fast communication. But I feel like modern day swords kind of rules over like online messaging, social media, text, dating apps, things like that. We have heart-to-heart conversations. Yeah, you guys might hit it off and like have back and forth conversations, and like know, you know, right away that you want to meet. I feel like trust, you know, spirit in this, because your love life is definitely ascending to a new level. I feel like this person's going to be very attracted to you. You're going to be very attracted to them. There's going to be a lot of passion in the connection. We have serendipity. So you might be seeing synchronicities right now. A lot of repeating numbers or signs that like, or maybe even just a feeling that like you're gonna meet someone soon, or you're gonna like, I don't know, maybe you're just in a good energy, and so you're seeing a lot of synchronicities and stuff. So I feel like this is a really good sign for you that something is going to happen within your love life, and you know, stay in this energy that you're in. It's really positive, it's really attractive, and that's ultimately what is going to attract someone into your life. So yeah. All right, Kaya, I love you. I appreciate you. I really hope that resonated. Thank you so much for joining the live and tuning in. I hope to get an update about your situation. Hopefully you meet this mystery person. I'm going to move on to the next person. You're good, Trina. Definitely let me know. I'm gonna DM you after this live, and we'll talk, girl. And Jules, you definitely can. I have 2 spots left for tonight's live. All right, you're so welcome, Kaya. So we're gonna move on to Catherine, who got an 18+ and channeled messages and mediumship. Okay, so I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to do 18+ extended reading and channeled messages for this question. And then I'm going to do a different spread, a different deck, mediumship, and get advice from spirit about this connection. So we're going to do it like that, Catherine. Okay, so 18+ extended reading and channeled messages. So the T is you are friends with benefits with this guy. You've cut him off 3 times before, and you keep coming back to him. You feel like really connected to him, but he has a bit of a messy life. He has a baby mama who he isn't with, but doesn't co-parent with her. He also has his own business and is super busy with that. I'm also afraid I'll get pregnant by him, since we've been a bit risky with our sex life. I don't know if he would leave me or support me if I do, and I'm afraid of that. We get along very well and have great chemistry, but I'm not sure what to do in this connection or what will come from it. He isn't ready to commit. He's very emotionally unavailable, especially due to his ex. I always try to leave him, but I feel so drawn to him. Is he the one? Any advice for you? So we'll get on, is he the one? And then in that mediumship, we will get that advice. And Jules, it depends what you pay with. If you like use PayPal or Venmo, you can do like your question in there. If it's Cash App, it doesn't really let you. You can do it in the chat and I'll scroll up and I'll find your question. So it's up to you. And hi Kartik, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. You can. After I book you and Jules in, the list will be closed for tonight, you guys. Alright, Kat, so back to you. Is he the one? We have the King of Cups. Is he the one? Five of Cups in reverse. I mean, I'm getting already definitely love having sex with you. He thinks you're a lot of fun. We have the Knight of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. Is he the one? We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. I see why people get those like really ugly office chairs that like support their back, because this chair is really cute aesthetically. It's Sherpa, but it has no support for the girl. Okay. The Knight of Wands. Is he the one? Interesting. So up front, I'm definitely getting that he enjoys having sex with you. And like I said, thinks you're a lot of fun. Jules, I got you. You are number 5. We are currently on number 3. I feel like he thinks you're a lot of fun. You guys might like have a lot of jokes back and forth. He thinks you're really funny. He feels like you're someone he can really trust. So although you say he's emotionally unavailable and he doesn't really open up to you, you know, he does feel like he can trust you, and he feels like he can be vulnerable with you, and he doesn't, you know, it's interesting because you cut him off before, like 3 times already, but he doesn't view you as someone that will hurt him. So although that might have hurt him, like being cut off, he still doesn't like look at you as a whole, as a person, as someone that would hurt him, if that makes sense. He really like, he is closed off emotionally, like I'm definitely getting that, but it's not to say that he doesn't have deep feelings. Like he definitely has deep feelings. Now, I just feel like he really keeps them guarded and really keeps them on lock. Like he's not very good at expressing himself. He really enjoys the consistency and comfortability of being with you. So maybe you're like available for him, or maybe he feels like he can, because he can really trust you and open up to you. He feels really safe in your presence. He feels like you guys can really chill. Like maybe he wants you to like sleep over when you guys do hang out, but sometimes he imagines like playing house with you, or actually like going there. It's a tricky situation because we have the 10 of Pentacles and then clarifying the 7 of Pentacles, you know, building that foundation. He's pictured having like a life with you, but I don't want to be like oh, this is the green light, go. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, it's just, I feel like he's very boxed up. And I'm not getting that it's necessarily, because of a bunch of trauma or a bunch of issues. I just feel like this is just his personality type, and maybe even just how he was raised. He's not very, you know, vulnerable, and doesn't like to necessarily express his feelings like that. But I do feel like he thinks you would make a great, you know, wife, baby mama, all that stuff. It's hard to say what he's saying when he commit. I mean, from what I see in the cards so far, he's definitely, in his mind, he's already pretty committed to you. You know, he doesn't necessarily need those things to commit. He feels like you guys are consistent and like you guys hanging out, and he likes what you guys have right now, this friends with benefits situation. He feels like he can open up to you. He feels like he can have fun with you. He feels like you're someone who won't confuse him or lead him astray. For the most part, like, I'm really getting that he feels like, yeah, like he could build something solid with you, honestly. But I think he thinks about this a little more in the future, like not currently or not right now. So maybe that kind of goes full circle back to like why he's so reckless, like in the bedroom. Like, he, you know, it's messy. Sometimes he might come inside of you. Sometimes, you know, you have to like figure the situation out. And you're like, okay, well, why would he be all like that and not pull out? Like, is there an underlining message? And, you know, it's hard to say. I feel like part of it could just be that he's like a little reckless. The other part of it, it might be intentional. But I would still like protect yourself however you can, because just from the contrast of these cards, he's pretty unpredictable. As far as like what he wants. One day it could be this, the next day it could be that, the next day. I do think on theme, he has a lot of love for you, a lot of respect, a lot of value, feels comfortable with you, trusts you, feels like you'd be a really bomb wife, baby mama, like all of that. You know, there's a lot of love for Catherine. There's a lot of like admiration for you. But does that mean as a whole picture, is he gonna stay? Is he gonna like stick around? Is he the one? It's really hard to say. I do even see that he thinks about a future with you, and he thinks that in the future he will come towards you and make a commitment. You know, slow and steady wins the race. With the Knight of Pentacles, he's slow, but he will make that move. He really will. He'll follow through with his plans. So that knight has a lot more follow through than the other knights. But, you know, it, again, maybe a lot of what scares you is what you've heard from his drama with his baby mama, with his ex. I don't think that applies to you. I think you guys have a totally different connection. So you're definitely right about feeling the connection between you two and feeling that it's spiritual, because you do have something different for sure than what he has with his ex. We have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I definitely feel like in the future things could work out between you two. Yeah, I definitely think in the future. Okay, so let's get some Oracle. I know that he's very attracted to you. We talked about that initially. The first thing to come out was like, he loves having sex with you. He really loves your titties. He loves your pussy. And really feels like, yeah, he could have children with you. Stay optimistic about your love life. What would he say to you? Whoa. Okay, what would Ethan say to Kat? We have the Queen of Swords, Tower, the Four of Cups. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse, the Knave of Wands, Hi Christina, we have one spot left for tonight. If it wasn't taken, let me check really quick. So if you want to snag that spot, you can, and I'll get you booked in. What would he say to you? He's really tight-lipped because it's like hard to get these cards out. Okay, what would he say to you? I got you, girl. I really love talking to you. I really love being with you. And I know you cut me off before because things weren't moving along in this connection in the direction that you wanted it to. And I know that you felt like by me not necessarily giving you what you were looking for, what you wanted, by me not committing, then, you know, maybe I'm not interested in you. Maybe I'm rejecting you. Maybe that's how you felt. But honestly, like the times that you cut me off were really hard for me because I really missed you and I really missed like being with you. I really feel like you are someone that I just don't want to like be without. But I just don't know if I can necessarily give you what you want, what you're looking for. And like I love your spiciness. I appreciate like how crazy you can be. Like I honestly think it's hot. But sometimes I'm just like, you know, girl, chill out. I love you. I care about you. I want to be with you. I don't want to necessarily like be in a relationship right now with all the drama and all the things that I've gone through recently with my ex. It's just been a little much. But it doesn't mean that I don't see a future with you. And it doesn't mean that I don't see you as someone who could potentially be way more amazing than the experience that I've had in the past with her. I think that you're different, and I think you're sexy, and I think you're someone I could definitely see myself with. I also feel like you're really drama free. Like unlike, you know, my ex, I feel like you are someone who won't bring me a bunch of drama all the time, and I'm just curious as to like where things could go between us. But because I'm so busy with work and so many things going on, I just can't give you like a commitment at this moment. I can't even think about it at this moment. And it's not to say that, you know, you don't make me happy. It's not to say that I don't want that. It's just to say that I can't give you that big promise right now. I've always had feelings for you. I have love for you. I always will. I don't think it's something that you have to be shy about. I really care about you. I don't know. I need to see this through when it comes to work and when it comes to my ex. And I just gotta figure some things out before I can imagine like a life and a family with you. But I promise you that it is something that's on my mind. I don't plan on not being in your life anytime soon. I really want to be with you. All right. So that was your channeled messages from your person. We're going to do your mediumship. All right, hold on, Catherine. Give me a moment. So, Renee, what did you pay with? These are paid readings. All the information to book is in the description box below. Renee, I'll give you a spot, and Christina, I'll give you a spot, but then the list is closed for tonight. I am going live again tomorrow night, so if you didn't get on tonight's live, you can get on tomorrow's. A couple people here had pre-booked already to ensure that they got a spot in line. I just can't, take it overboard because I do have my baby, and I am like, I don't have the strongest voice right now, and I tend to feel like after 6 or 7, I'm like losing my voice, which I don't think is fair to anyone. So that's just kind of how I'm working. But yeah, I got 2 more spots left. So if Renee, you want to take it, Christina, you want to take it, the information to book is in the description box below, and I'll get you guys booked in. I am currently on number 3, which is Catherine. After Catherine is Gabriel. After Gabriel is Jules. All right, Catherine. So let's do your mediumship. What advice from Spirit? What advice does Spirit have about this connection? We have the Lovers to start. Wow, Justice. The Magician. Holy, major arcana. There's, wow. Girl. Wow. I definitely know why you feel the intensity of this connection. It's intense for sure. 10 of Cups. Wow. I'm like, what is that, like, that TikTok noise? It's like, wow. That's me right now. Okay, the wheel. I know the wheel. You want to be clarifying justice. Wow. Okay, I mean, Spirit made themselves very clear on the matter. Christina, I got you. You are number 6. I mean, Spirit has made their stance clear. They really feel like you should give this a chance. I would not doubt that we would get Stay Optimistic About Your Love Life to come out, because I do feel like the energy is changing with this person. They're having realizations about this connection, but they haven't completely woken up to it. Like you said, they've been very preoccupied with a lot of things going on in their life, a lot of work, a lot of drama, all that stuff. They haven't been too focused in on the connection with you. The part in time where they do get to really focus on you is like when you guys are together, when you're having sex. They feel very close to you, and yes, they've been messy because they do kind of have thoughts and feelings and intentions to like maybe get you pregnant, maybe be with you. Is that the way to do it? No. But they, it's there. This person is seeing you as someone that they view as like a best friend that they could be, in a relationship with, because you guys like ultimately would build from a friendship. But they do feel like you guys could have like kids together, have like a happy life together. They feel like what you guys have and what you share is unconventional, but they really like it. They feel like it's really balanced. Like I said, and like the Oracle said, there's a sense of peace with you and with the connection. I think this is manifesting for the better. I definitely feel like Spirit is coming out clear here with their stance, and that you should possibly pursue this. But I feel like the angle in which you should approach this is from a standpoint of focusing in on yourself. Don't give this person too much of your time, too much of your energy. Let them make the moves. Let them come towards you. Focus on your own spirituality, your own self, you know, maybe manifest them. But as far as like physically doing the work, or, you know, physically as in communicating, being the one to start conversations, being the one to make plans, you know, let them put in the effort and see what happens, and then put it out there in the universe that you're down, you know, manifest this person, trust your intuition about this person. You feel like they're the one, then channel that energy, and then see what happens with the Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Cups. See what flips over, what comes about in this connection, what moves forward with the Hangman now in reverse. See where the connection deepens and where you guys will admit your feelings for each other. Let go of control issues. So release the situation. Allow this person to come towards you. You might be starting to see synchronicities and patterns, and yeah, definitely getting a point of view where you're from an observer point of view. If they want to show you what they're about, they'll show you what they're about. You know what I'm saying? Let them put in the work. But from the cards, I mean, so many major arcana, it's a very significant connection. I definitely feel like you're getting the green light. I definitely feel like Spirit wants you to focus on yourself, but in that way you're sort of focusing on the connection because you're pursuing it, but just in a different way. I think letting them come to you and do the work. I wanted to pull a couple channel oracles, but these cards are so beautiful. You light up a room that you light up any room you walk into. I wish I could buy you a ring. Ooh. You have nostalgic. Something about this past. With them, I dream about having a house and kids with you. There you go. And then we got the Children Oracle. We got the Ten of Cups. So, you know, like I said, your body is on my mind. And I want to go on a date with you. So they might want to take you like on a proper date, and they might be like in the works on that. But this is really, really great. So I'm excited for you. I think Spirit gave you a pretty clear answer. All right, Catherine, I love you. I appreciate you. I really hope that resonated. Thank you so much for joining the live. It was so good to see you again. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next person, which is Gabriel. Gabriel got an 18 plus and channeled messages. So this is for Gabriel. You're so welcome, Kat. Okay, how is Kwan feeling about us not communicating since he left you for someone else? We have the Five of Cups. Whoa. There's a lot of cards jumping out. How is Kwan feeling about us not communicating since he left you for someone else? Okay, sad. Fucking sad. Like, sad as fuck. Very hopeless. Not knowing, like, what the future holds. Like, kind of dramatic. Because this isn't even just in regards to you. They definitely feel hopeless in this connection in regards to you. They feel like they don't know what the future holds in regards to the connection with you. But then it's also, like, just in general, like in life. Like life isn't that great right now. Ten of Wands. Three of Swords in reverse. I mean, he knows what he did. He involved you in a third-party situation and he fucked up. And he feels like a real asshole because of it. But feels really defeated. I mean, I don't know what the purpose of all that and doing that to you was because he really lost someone that he cared about, which was you. And you know, he like messed himself up. We have the 10 of Wands. I feel like he feels really defeated, and he feels like he's like kind of like he's like defeated, but he's very sour about the whole thing. Like you guys not talking, he's like trying to act like it's his choice or his decision. But the truth is, like, if he was to even talk to you, he'd have to like not be a coward first. And he feels like he did the situation, he fucked up, like all of that. And you know, he'd have to really have some integrity and some balls to like talk to you after what he did is kind of the energy. So how he's feeling in this separation and this no contact is really sad and hopeless and feeling like the connection is not moving forward, it's not going to move forward, that there is no new beginning, there is no turning back. There's just kind of like, they feel like they betrayed your trust. They feel like, you know, maybe you blocked them on social media, or you're bound to block them, or if they did reach out to you, you'd be like, fuck you, or you'd cuss them out or something. Because that's what they deserve. Now, these could all be projections. This could be like something you're totally not going to do that. But they're like, you know, that's kind of how they feel. That they like are projecting that. We have to stay optimistic about your love life and getting to know each other. And it doesn't mean with this person. It just means in general, I think Spirit is pointing out that you could be getting to know someone new currently, right now, or you're about to. And to stay optimistic about your love life, because this separation with this person is actually bringing new room and new energy into your life that allows you to focus on something else. Now that you have space, you're attracting something different. And so Spirit's just kind of saying, side note, stay optimistic. It's all in divine timing. Okay. I feel like he really misses like some of the dirtier things you guys did together, the sex. He feels really sour about the fact that you guys can't be together with each other sexually again. And I feel like he's just going through the motions. Like, maybe he is with this new person. I'm not getting too much about them. But he's, like, going through the motions of it. You know, like, doesn't necessarily, like, even want to be with this new person. I think it was something that just happened in the moment, actually. But you're blessed. I feel like you're being coveted by a lot of beautiful energy. You're going to be in an attracting energy. You, by cutting that off, are like, you just created room in your life for new things to come towards you. And I really see that coming. So this is exciting. But Quan, what would he say to you? Let's do your channeled messages. What would he say to you? There's a lot of swords energy, so I definitely feel like he has something to say. Okay, all right. What would he say to you? What would Quan say to you? We have the King of Swords in reverse, the Four of Swords, the King of Pentacles, Justice, the Devil. Cards flying everywhere. The Two of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Cups in reverse, Three of Cups in reverse. What would he say to you? Can I also have a charger, baby? The charger? I think it's in the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
What do you say to I feel like if I even was to talk to you, you would just cuss me out, and probably rightfully so, because of everything that went down and everything that I did to you. And that's why you haven't heard from me. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say it. I'm just kind of like sitting here trying to take space, trying to like make it seem like everything's, you know, cool and it's all for self-care, but honestly, I'm really upset by like everything that went down. You were actually really stable and committed and loyal to me, and the person I'm with now, thank you, is someone that just isn't, and I'm not getting a lot of like green flags from them. I just don't really know how to read them. I don't know why I'm telling you about this new person, but I feel really bad. I feel really shitty. I had a decision and I didn't make the right one, and now our friendship, or what we had, all of that is just lost. And it's my fault. Like, there's no one else to blame but myself, and you know, I fucked this up. And I feel really, really bad about it. And it's hard for me to sleep, it's hard for me to think, it's hard for me to it's hard for me to just even feel like a person at this point. I've kind of like lost my passion for a lot of things, and I guess you could say I'm depressed, and I've been dealing with a lot of anxiety. I know that in the future I need to like get out of this. Like, I can't live like this every day and beat myself up, because I really do feel shitty and I really do beat myself up, but I just don't know how to move forward. It's like I had this really great thing with you, and you were really loyal to me, and like for this other thing that was exciting in the moment, I fucked all of that up. And now it's gone. And it's my fault. Like, I have no one else to blame but myself, and I feel like I'm gonna get some bad karma for it. But I do want to just say, you know, I am thankful for you. Like, I do look back and think about you, and I know that you were more than I deserved. You were really supportive and loving and caring and sweet. And I didn't really deserve that from a person to begin with, but you gave that to me, and that's something I won't ever forget. And that's why I feel really shitty and really defeated. Because honestly, at the end of the day, you were my best friend, and you gave really great head. And I learned a lot from you. I actually believed that I was gonna like want different things out of life that I didn't think I wanted at first. I didn't think I wanted this traditional lifestyle, because obviously we're not traditional, but I did. I wanted it because of you. I wanted it. Now I don't know if I'll ever get it or if I deserve it. I don't really know where my future is headed, but I do know that I think about it a lot, and my decisions, my choices are costing me. I spend a lot of time with my thoughts, and I want you to know I'm like not a sociopath. I have regret, and I do feel this loss, and I'm sorry, because now you're so far away, and you were something that made me really happy. All right, so that was your channeled messages from your person. Gabriel, oh my gosh, the tea. Thank you so much for joining me here, love. I really hope that resonated. I appreciate you. I'm gonna move on to the next person, which is Jules. So I have Jules on the list, Christina, and then Key. Okay, So Jules, I think you gave me your question in the chat. Let me look for it. Okay, 18 plus, how does he feel about you and any other messages I feel called for? So this is for Jules. How does he feel about you? We have the 2 of Wands, the 5 of Cups, the 10 of Swords. Okay, Key. Renee, I got you. You are number 7. We're on number 5. How does he feel about you? Okay, is this someone, like, is this an ex, or is this someone that you've had a complicated connection with, like it's on and off again, or friends with benefits? Because I'm definitely getting some like complicated feelings here, but I just want to get like a little context so that I can go in the right direction with it. We have the Knight of Cups. How is he feeling about you? Ooh. Ooh, girl. The Emperor, he just decided he wanted to fly. And the Sun. Okay, Jules, give me a little background. Is this someone that you're currently involved with? Is this someone you have history with? Is this new? I feel like, okay, I mean, without the context so far, I feel like upfront how this person's feeling about you is they're like kind of impartial. Like this person is trying to recover from something from the past, or something heavy, or an addiction, or I'm getting an addiction, maybe drugs, maybe, I don't know. Something from, but it's in the past. Like, they're not necessarily dealing with this energy right now up front. I just feel like they're not, you know, the way they view themselves is like not in a position to make any commitments. That's kind of how they're thinking. With you, they never know what to expect. They definitely love the flirty energy between you two. They feel like you know how to flirt, and they feel like there's a lot of like sparks that fly between you two. There's a lot of sexual chemistry. They're very attracted to your body. They feel like you're very fit, very toned. You might have like a really nice abs, and they really like your titties. We have true love. I really feel like this person has a history, and it might not be with you, but it's definitely coming out in the cards. This is someone who could have dealt with some major anxiety, or maybe there is anxiety in separation with you. Maybe it's been complicated. Maybe you guys have like hurt each other, but you've since like moved on from that and healed, you know, that part of your connection, you know, because a lot of that I see is not present anymore. I actually see a lot of positive new beginnings with the Knight of Cups, the Emperor, the Sun. I see this moving in a direction where this person is feeling like they can really like let themselves love again. So maybe they felt like you might hurt them with the 5 of Cups. Maybe they felt like you weren't the one who was interested in them, or you had a lot of options, or maybe the love wasn't like reciprocated. So if this is someone new, I feel like this person has had a complicated relationship past. I feel like their ex was someone that really hurt them and put them in a state where they were really depressed, really anxious. I feel like they've since kind of like moved on from that. They've since recovered from that. I feel like they were cheated on. And so they have a lot of fears that they're bringing into this connection with you about unrequited love. And they're really afraid of codependency with the devil in reverse. They really don't want to be with someone who's codependent on them or emotionally codependent, because I feel like that's what they dealt with in their past relationship. With you, they're very curious though. They really want to see where this goes, and they really believe, based off what they know so far about you and like the chemistry that you guys have together, that they could fall for you. Like they could fall in love with you for sure. They really like your booty too. They feel like they could have children with you. They definitely have their eye on you with the Emperor. Emperor is really stubborn, but to me in an 18 plus reading, I've always read him as someone who has tunnel vision. So he's really looking at you as like, I have tunnel vision for Jules. Like he has his eye on you, you know? And the Emperor is they're gonna get what they want. When they want something, they intend on getting it. But I do feel like they think you are so different from their past. They're not like comparing you to their past. They're just afraid of a few things that kind of had gone down in their past. They actually do view you as someone who could make them very happy. Someone that is really transparent to them and a good communicator. Like you make them feel comfortable. Like they feel like they can like you guys say good morning to each other, good night. Like there's no like wondering what the fuck's going on. You know, with you, things are very like clear and equal. They might have a gift for you, or it could just be that you guys exchanging gifts can represent that you have a lot of, you know, compatibility, a lot yet to discover about each other. We have observer, so I feel like this person has been like observing you with their past in mind, and they feel like you're really different from what they've been through. They really want to like grab your titties though. I don't know why that keeps coming out, but I'm just like, I have to say it. They want to like grab them. And they really like your booty too. So if you guys have not been together with each other sexually, they really want to be with you. If you have, they had a great time, they enjoyed it. They definitely know that they're going to catch feelings though. If they haven't already. They're like, okay, well the way that she wrote it, so I guess I'm done for. But yeah, they're very passionate about you, and they're very happy with you so far. All right, Jules, so that is what I'm getting for you. Thank you so much for joining the live. I hope to see you again soon. I really hope that resonated. I appreciate you. All right. I'm going to move on to the next person, which is Christina. All right, Christina, you got an 18 plus. Let me know what your question is. Oh, okay. So your person's name is Sebastian. Okay, we're good. It just did that when I plugged my phone in, and I guess it was like, do you trust this computer? Okay. Jules. So we have this 6 of Cups. Does he have feelings for you? 4 of Wands. 6 of Wands. the Nine of Pentacles. Is that, I want to do that in the upright. We have the High Priestess. The King of Cups. Does he have feelings for you? And the King of Swords. Yeah, he definitely does. He feels really secure with you, or talking to you at least. Like, you make him feel really safe. Like, he feels like he can really trust you and really, like, open up to you. He feels like you're really consistent. You don't, like, disappear on him. You guys probably text all the time, or you give him, like, a sense of stability that makes him feel like, okay, like, we could move this forward. We could have, like, an equal give and take relationship. You're not someone that they see making them sad anytime soon. You actually make them really happy. You make them feel really stable and really safe. And I feel like for this person, that equals happiness. They like to feel secure in their connections with someone. There might be distance between you two, or it could just be that, like, after they hang out, they feel like a big distance between you two. Like, they think about you a lot. They can't wait till you guys hang out again. They reflect back on your photos. Maybe this person stalks your social media or your Instagram or Snapchat or whatever they can to, like, look at you, but they definitely miss you. We have the Four of Wands. I feel like this person really, like, feels like there's a destiny or a fatedness to your connection. Like, they were supposed to meet you. They're in a very optimistic energy about the connection. Like, they definitely are looking at this as, like, they think it's positive. They think that what you guys have is good. Like, they're excited for the future. They're like, okay, like, we're gonna move this forward. You know, they're viewing this as something that's, like, successful and stable. And I feel like, you know, they're very attracted to you. There's a lot of energy here of, like, sexuality. So I don't know if okay, so you're, like, friends with benefits. Yeah, I was like, there's a lot of, like, sexuality here, and almost, like, a lot of bluffing, because, like, there are, like, actual emotions and feelings here, and this person does want, like, a sense of stability with you, but there's a lot of, like, sexual feelings in that, you know, you guys are bluffing. Like, how do I explain this? It's like, you're very hard to read. Like, they wouldn't know that you have feelings for them, and like, maybe you don't know that they have feelings for you, and you guys are both playing this game with each other, and, like, kind of like a game of chess. And I feel like they're holding, like, their feelings in for you. Like, they have a lot of, like, deep feelings and stuff, but they're not expressing them. And especially, like, in a spiritual sense. Like, I don't know how spiritual this person is, or maybe they're just very, like, romantic and passionate. But they're kind of like, I think there was, like, a reason that we met. I feel like our connection is faded. They might be even telling their friends this. But we have the King of Swords clarifying the Six of Wands. Like, I definitely feel like something they wish they could communicate easily to you, something that they wish they could express, but they're kind of, like, afraid because of their ego sort of getting in the way, is, like, they wish they could just be like, I really like you, like, I really, like, want to move things forward with you, I really view you as my soulmate. Like, they might even think that you guys are soulmates. You could be in a separation because of the distance, and honestly, it makes them, like, grow hungrier. They feel like when you guys are apart, they just really miss you a lot, and I think that's the biggest indicator to them that they want to be with you in more than just friends with benefits, because they're realizing, like, when they're alone, that you linger in their mind, you know, and they think about you, and they have feelings and things like that. We have Milk and Honey. This person really likes your body. They think you're kind of coy, kind of shy, but, like, they know you're not. It's, like, funny. You might be, like, very submissive, or passive. They really like to dominate you in the bedroom. They like when you just like lay down and like let them do what they want to you. But they like if you are just putting on an act and acting shy and coy or acting like a virgin. They kind of like, they really like that. It like turns them on. They like that you like, you do your makeup really nice, or you are really good with makeup, or you like always have your toes and nails done. They really like your titties. And like your body, like the shape of your body. They just think you're very attractive. They love to like, I feel like they love missionary, or they love like laying you down and like taking you over and like doing what they will to you. But yeah, with Milk and Honey, I do feel like this person is really happy with you and happy with the connection. Like I don't think they want it to go anywhere. They want to like stay with you, stay together, all that great stuff. All right, love. So that is what I am seeing for you. Thank you so much for joining the live. I really hope that resonated. I love you and appreciate you. And I hope I got an update about your situation. Okay, I'm going to move on to Renee, who got a regular deck pull. You're so welcome. Love you, Christina. So, will your person, Renee, will my person miss you? Are my dreams telling the truth? Will your person miss you? Are your dreams telling the truth? We have the Eight of Cups. Whoa. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse. We have the Prince of Swords. Okay, so in relation to the release of some energy to work on yourself, you're wondering if he will miss you. Yeah, I mean, we're starting off with that Eight of Cups. Like, you are definitely moving on, sis, to like greener and better pastures, as they say. But I feel like, and you're manifesting. Okay, let's clarify the Eight of Cups. Will he miss? Wow, the Star, I haven't seen that one yet. So beautiful. And the Empress, oh my gosh. Gorgeous. Well, I definitely see that you've been working on yourself and working on releasing things that no longer serve you. You're in a really beautiful energy right now. So is this person missing you? Are they going to miss you as you like release them and walk away from the connection? I definitely think that, you know, the missing card, like the I miss you card, is the Six of Cups. I definitely think they're not, we don't have the Six of Cups here, but I definitely think they're not happy about not having you in their life. Like, they're actually in fact very sad about it. It's almost like they want to like hit you up. Like, this person doesn't even want to like keep this energy lasting like this. They kind of want to communicate with you. It's like the more you pull away your attention and your energy, the more like a magnet they want to like hit you up and talk to you. And it might even be like when you're giving them attention, they're nowhere to be found, nowhere to be seen. So you might be dreaming about them because they're heavily thinking about you. And they're also heavily feeling emotions about you and that they're sad to not like have this connection with you at the moment, or to not be thriving. I definitely think you're manifesting though. People that take you seriously too. I feel like this person was very sexually attracted to you, and it was a lot of like the sexualness that drove the connection, and then they ended up catching feelings for you, and they got triggered by that. So it's like he ghosted you because he was triggered. I also don't think this person wanted a relationship. So maybe they were like trying to run from the connection, you know? Maybe they felt like, oh shit, this is someone that like wants a relationship, or this is someone that deserves a relationship. I feel like they were like very sexually attracted to you, and that's like what drove them. But like, I don't know, maybe it didn't happen. Because they kind of look back on like, okay, will they miss you? It's hard to say. I mean, I feel like yes and no. They definitely felt like your presence, like who you were as a person, was unforgettable. They will. I don't know if there's enough to work with here to say that they'll miss you, but they'll never forget you. Is the energy. It's like they'll never forget you. You are so special and so unique and just like a different person than they've ever met before. You were someone at the time when you guys had a connection that was very inspiring to them, that they looked up to. Maybe you even have like a large following. You were someone that they always put on a pedestal. Like they might have wanted like advice from you. They thought you were very all-knowing. They thought you were maternal. You know, maybe you were very openly spiritual and you talked about manifestation, abundance. They saw you as someone who just could create from your fingertips, you know, anything. And maybe even taught them how to do the same. But they felt like there was no chance of like having sex with you. There was no chance of having a relationship with you. And maybe it was because of you. Maybe you prompted and you said, no, like I'm cool on my own. I'm independent. I don't need you. I don't need this. But they felt like that route was like paved out for them, that it was cut off, that you didn't want that they couldn't have that with you. So they didn't pursue that. But they did, you know, like talking to you, being your friend. I definitely see that best friend energy. I think that they'll miss you, yes, but in bigger, larger terms, they'll never forget you. Like, you were impactful to them. You had an impactful presence, you know, and they're never going to forget that. They see you as someone who walked away, for sure, and they see you as someone who walked away and towards something else, towards something better, maybe. They definitely, everyone is getting this thinker card today. That is that eclipse energy, you guys. They definitely are thinking about you as someone who probably chose a better route for yourself. I mean, they respect you. It's like no matter what you did, they'll always look back on you and respect you, like in admiration with the star and the Empress. They know you're someone who's chasing happiness, who wants success, who wants abundance, who's spiritual, who has a deep knowingness how to manifest what you want in life, and it didn't include them. So they're kind of like, huh. But listen, they're not as deep as you. They're just starting to ascend on their spiritual path. So they're not quite at the conclusion of like, oh my gosh, she's this being of light and she's manifesting, and they're not looking at it like that. They're looking at it like, damn, like you kind of hit them like a brick. And then you like fizzled out. So they'll never forget you, is the energy. But they hope you'll be happy. They really do. They hope for your happiness. Because they do care for you. All right, Renee? So I really hope that resonated. I love that for you. I mean, I really love this. Ugh, the Empress and the Star is so beautiful. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that resonated. Definitely keep me updated about your situation. Come visit the live again. I hope to see your pretty face another time. But that is all we have for tonight's live, you guys. Thank you everyone who joined, who tuned in. I possibly am going live tomorrow night. I'm not completely sure. But I hope everyone has a wonderful Monday night. And stay safe and stay healthy. And I will see you guys in a video.